How to use your Allow Incompatible Connectors option. PractiCAD has an option that makes it impossible for you to make a change to the duct line that'll have two connections that do not belong attaching next to one another. For example, TDF and slip and drive are generally what we would call incompatible connectors. Therefore, PractiCAD should stop us from allowing us to make a TDF connection attach a slip and drive connection. You can see currently we have two pieces of duct on the drawing. We're going to click on this duct right here, and then we're going to go into the AutoCAD Property Box, and you can see that it is a TDF connector on the out. What we're going to do is then click on the fitting next to it and take a look at the connection on the in. You can see here that the connector in for that fitting is TDF, because TDF and TDF should go together. If we now come and change the connector in of this fitting here and switch it to slip and drive, notice that PractiCAD has changed the connector out of this fitting to slip and drive as well. What it's done is it went through the libraries in our allowance section and found what connector is supposed to be compatible, and it changed it. If we would like to disallow this option so that we can put a TDF connection and attach it to a slip and drive, we need to change this in our Ductwork options. To get there, we're going to go into the library icon on the PractiCAD ribbon or Express toolbar, and we're going to go to the Ductwork options by clicking on the word Ductwork here. Here you can see there is an option that says Allow Incompatible Connectors Junction, and currently it is unchecked. This is the recommended settings for PractiCAD. Because it's unchecked, what PractiCAD is doing is when I go to make a change to one connector, it goes and finds the compatible connector and then changes that one. So it'll usually adjust two fittings at once. However, if I check this button and then hit the save key to allow incompatible connectors, now when I go into this fitting and I switch the connector out from slip and drive to TDF, you can see that PractiCAD has not changed the fitting it's attached to. We actually have a slip and drive and TDF connection in the system. Now this is disconnected. However, PractiCAD is allowing this to happen because we have that option checked. Once again, the recommended settings are to keep that button unchecked at all times. If we go back into library and we go to look under the allowance section, here on the left, when we go down to allowances, we can open up by hitting the little plus key and we can click on the word connector. Now there are separate tutorials on how to make things compatible and incompatible, and they are controlled here. But basically that option, if checked, will allow you to put two connectors together that don't belong together. So it's recommended to go into Ductwork, go to Allow Incompatible Connectors Junction, uncheck that, save it, and leave it there on most drawings. That concludes the tutorial on Allow Incompatible Connectors.